Hey guys, I am going through such a weird detox. Like, it's so weird right now and wonky. Like, I just don't feel 100%. And what is it, about almost 30 days into this, and I am just feeling like, I don't know, like I gotta like rest today. But then there's a little slight little area in me that wants to work out and just get rid of whatever's going on inside, because that's happened to me too, where I felt brain foggy, and then I would exercise and I'd feel like another person. And I still have that drive to want to exercise. I still have a little bit of energy to do that. It's a weird kind of mix. It's like a fatigue, but yet there's something in there. Maybe it's that little addiction to exercise that I have. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I wanted to talk about this detox, because it's like all over the place. It's not a virus, it's not a sickness, it's not chills and fever. It's just a bit of like first of all, my neck has been stiff for a week. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I got 2 massages to see if that would work. It helped a little bit at the time. The next day it actually made it worse. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if I should go to a chiropractor. I'm just a little bit trepidatious about that. Especially since I don't know what it is. So sometimes it feels okay, and then sometimes it's just like, no, it's still in there. But, yeah, it's weird. Out of nowhere. I think I slept wrong last week. So this detox is knocking me for a loop, I'd have to say. Where are you guys? It's knocking me it's like throwing me off completely. I mean, it's like in my eyes at this point. As gory as it's going to sound, it's probably too much TMI, but I'm eliminating like crazy now. Like, all of a sudden things are moving. Like, I am just, they always were, but I didn't know about how much. This is like things want to just leave my body now. Like, but it's weird, because I actually gained a pound. So go figure that out. I gained a pound and body fat, point here and there, body fat on the body fat scale. But I think I look better in clothes, so that's weird. I don't know if that's giving me an accurate reading. I'm still much bigger than I want to be. Definitely walking around heavier than in my body than I ever was. But I don't know. I just have this weird detox thing going on, and I hope that you guys could recognize, the cravings that went on yesterday. Okay, it's that time of the month for me, gotta say. Sorry, men. But I had cravings for, like, everything. You name it, I had a craving for it. And I kind of did, like, a testing thing where I bought vegan donuts for my kids. Chocolate vegan donuts are outrageous from Whole Foods. Like, they're really good. Last month I would have eaten 3 of those. I've been like, all right, well, whatever. And now I looked at them, and then I looked at all the fruit I was eating, and I was like, the thought of having something processed and sweet would have been like chemicals in my mouth. But honestly, I really did have a craving for a lot of other things, like high protein things, like eggs and meat and like chicken. Like, I wanted all that stuff. I wanted salt. I wanted all that stuff. It's weird. It was like a really weird craving that I had yesterday that I had to like try to kind of satiate, but I haven't had salt. So anything I would have, even if it were eggs, I wouldn't have salt on it. So what would be the lore of that? The whole thing was salt and fat is what I was craving yesterday. So I had a little bit of a teaspoon of pumpkin seed oil on my salad. It helped a lot with cravings. But then I'm like, did I gain weight from 1 teaspoon of oil? That's ridiculous. And even if I did, well, then too bad. I'm going to have it. Because honestly, it was rich with minerals, and as processed as people think it is, that 1 teaspoon of oil is not going to kill you. Is it going to slow things down? Maybe a little bit. Maybe. And I'm not saying that I should never have it again, but I'm not saying I should have it every day. I think once in a while it's okay. And plus I'm not having salt with it. So salt and oil are the addiction to me. Oil is not such an addiction. It was just to move the lettuce. And no, I don't always want an avocado. Don't always want to have an avocado in my salad. I'm not a big fan of avocados. So, or nuts. You know? Actually, I'm not a big fan of that stuff. So, once in a while, that's what I want to do. What else can I talk about? I don't know. I'm just not feeling 100% today. I think a very good thing for me to do would just stay in bed. I'm thinking I might just do that. I might just have to stay in bed because I really want to heal. I mean, an animal in nature would probably do that. They would just, well, they wouldn't go to bed, but they wouldn't move. They would just, you ever notice, I have a dog, and if it doesn't feel well, it just sits there and basically just sips on water. I don't know. They don't move much when they're sick or not feeling well. So yeah, detox could happen in many ways. And also, I was a little bit, I wouldn't say the word was depressed, but down. I was feeling down last night. Like things weren't moving along for me, or like I feel like I'm not getting that far at things that I'm doing. I don't know, like some insecurities came up last night. And I remember fasting for 5 days once and talking to Joel Furman, Dr. Joel Furman, and I used to be friends. Well, we're still friends, but I mean, I don't really talk to him that much. Now he's big time. But when I went to him, I spoke to him on the phone about how I was fasting, and I was like really angry on my 4th day. Or was it my 4th day? I was like angry. I had like elation on the 3rd day, like so much happiness, and then on the 4th day, and I didn't know how long I was going to fast for, but it lasted 5 days because he told me to stop. I was doing this on my own, and I called him up and I said I was really angry. Like I had like a fierce anger. He said, "It's your anger coming out of your fat cells. Basically, they were stored in there as toxins so that you could protect your organs. All the toxins that are stored in fat cells are so it doesn't attack the organs." And he said it's going into your bloodstream, and you're going to feel anger. Like your emotions will come out. I'm like, wow, that is wild. And I think I told him I took a Tylenol, and he said, stop the fast now, it's bad for your kidneys. He says, this is why people can't fast on their own. He was almost upset. So I stopped the fast. I had watermelon. It was a nice cleanse. It was interesting to see how my body reacted. It was my first ever 5-day fast. I used to fast for a day or two like that. But, yeah, I mean, that was interesting back then to see what happened. But I did feel cleansed. That was the longest fast I had ever done on my own. And I was pretty proud of myself. Yeah, anyway. So, but I don't recommend doing it by yourself with kids. Like, my kids were so young. I mean, they'd be in camp all day, but then they'd come home, and I'd be a little bit like... And Michael was away. I think Michael was away for half of that. In the beginning, he was like, don't fast. And in the beginning, you're like, already like cranky, you know? You kind of do get past that hunger, and then it comes back again, like raving. I think I remember having my kid's birthday party, and I had like dove into a cake after that. Like, I think it was ice cream cake, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it was. And I don't know. I guess I was still having dairy then. Anyway, not sure you're getting anything out of this, but it is definitely a video diary for me to look back on. But I think it's really important to discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly to a healthy lifestyle. I just didn't want to be healthy yesterday. I just wanted like a cheat day. I'm like, oh, well, so many people have cheat days on their diets and they're successful. You know, I was talking about how if it's going to be a lifelong journey, then why not give yourself... Shit, I'm so stiff. Why not? Oh, no idea what that's about. Why don't you give yourself some leeway? But it curtails... Oh my God, that car could have totally hit me because I didn't look back enough. It curtails your progress. Like I said, you're cleaning the house and then dirt's dumped all over it. Not the best way to handle stuff. So, I don't know, what do you guys think? You guys go through detox? It's a real thing. My husband used to think I was joking. Oh yeah, detox. Now he knows it's true. It's definitely true. You're going to go through something when you're cleaning out. All of a sudden, like, my body just wants to purge. It just wants to get rid of stuff. But then it was craving other stuff that was so bad. So bad. Buttered popcorn? I haven't had butter forever. Then again, I don't know if I've had butter because I've had popcorn in the movie theaters. Shit, is that stuff butter? I used to ask. They're like, no, it's not butter. It's total junk, though. I don't know what the hell that is. It's like crack. Oh my God, I thought this was so funny. Yesterday, my 11-year-old daughter said, Mom, we ran out of crack. And I said, what? She started laughing. She goes, the ice cream bars that you got, there were these vegan ice cream pops that I got with chocolate and nuts on them and stuff, and she loves them. Of course, it is crack. The fact that she even knows what that word is, but she's so with it. Anyway. This is my morning brew. Kombucha. I don't have coffee. I haven't had it. I haven't had it for 8 years, and I brought a little bit of it back last year. I hated the feeling of being jittery. Oh, I hated it so much. It was so unnatural to me. And then I started getting into decaf coffee and was having like this almond milk creamer. And honestly, I think that stuff makes you hungrier. I'm starting to understand the connection between that stuff. Like, I think coffee makes you hungrier. I just do. Even decaf. It just all makes you like want to have a cake. So that's when I used to get into the donuts. I was like, oh, I'll have it with a donut. You just don't want coffee alone. You want it with something like a cracker, a cookie, or a donut. So I am rambling on and on. But that's what a vlog is, right? In a car. Like if you were sitting next to me, of course I'd let you speak. Of course I would. I would. I'm generous like that. But honestly, I'm talking because it's all coming out now. Maybe that's part of the detox too. I can't shut up. Well, thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. And also, I hope you get something out of it. I don't know what you're going to get out of it. There might be a little golden nugget in there somewhere. Might be something that you can extract from this video. Which, by the way, I recommend you do on all videos. Just extract the good stuff. Stuff that you don't need. Toss it aside. I didn't go out last night. I usually go out Thursday nights to go sing or do some stand-up or both, and I just didn't do it. I just said, you know what? I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. I don't feel like going out. Okay. I think we get the point, right? I think I drove that baby home. Oh, this man's letting me go. How nice. All those times that I've let people go. Karma. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.